Morning, losers! I don't know if this stupid webcam is going to work or not. The last one I bought was about $110 from Amazon, and that didn't work worth a shit. And I just bought another one, and this isn't working worth a crap. But what you see is what you get, you know? I can't help it. I don't have a nice webcam. I know you do. Most of you people out there have iPads, iPhones, any and every electronic gadget you can think of, you have. And what do I have? I have an Atari 2600 system. I have Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, and River Raid. You've got PlayStation 3s, you've got PlayStation 4s, you have Xbox Ones. I wanna be like you someday and have everything that there is. But I have to settle for what I have in life. And even though I don't have a lot of things in life, I know one thing, and that's that I'm good looking. You know? I know I'm not as good looking as, you know, some of the other people out there, you know, like Fred McMurray. Like Fred McMurray and, you know, people like that, you know. But I know I'm better than you are. In fact, I'm surprised that women aren't knocking my door down day and night, you know, to come in and be with me, you know. Occasionally I have to get up 2, 3 in the morning and let a couple out. But there should be ones out there, you know, waiting to come in, baby. You know? It's no wonder I can't sleep. I'm doing it all night long, baby. Beautiful. Did you know when I went to high school I had the fathers, believe it or not, I had the fathers of girls calling me up and begging me to date their daughters. Well, they knew that, number one, that I was trustworthy, and that I'd show them a good time, and I'd be kind to them, and very gentlemanlike. I'd open the car doors for them, and when we went to a restaurant, I'd, you know, pull their chair out. And I'd be a gentleman, and they knew that just from looking at me. And so, you know, I had an appointment book that I wrote down the fathers' names and you know, and their work numbers. So I was in communication with their fathers, and they didn't even know about it. In fact, their fathers lined up the dates for me with their beautiful daughters, and then I acted like it was my idea, you know. And I would go get an ice cream cone or, you know, a nice banana split somewhere, and then go see a movie. Or we'd see a movie and then go get a nice banana split, you know? I mean, it worked both ways. You know, and then I'd take them home, you know, and I'd put them on the waiting list and the begging list, you know, and they'd, you know, their dads would call me up and see if they could squeeze their daughter in, for, you know, and part of my schedule. And I squeezed their daughters as much as I could into my appointment scheduling. And it worked out great, you know. They were happy, I was happy. Of course, they had to put out a little bit on the way home. You know, I wasn't going to go out and fork over, $1.25 for a movie and, 55 cents for a banana split and not get anything, on the way home. And I wasn't talking about holding her hand either. So she'd have to give something to me, or else it wouldn't be worth my time and my effort, to go out with her and show her a nice time. She had a responsibility to show me a nice time. And those that did show me a good time and were nice to me, I put a star, by their name in my appointment book. So I knew exactly what kind of a night I was in for. In fact, on those special occasions, I'd show up 15 minutes beforehand, and we'd go, we'd end up being somewhere making out in the make-out session. And then, I'd get her home, before, about 2:30, and everything was cool. I tried to make sure that I didn't leave monkey bites and different things on her, because that's evidence, I used to go to class in high school with hickeys and love bites and monkey bites on my neck. I was proud of it. Sometimes I'd wear a turtleneck sweater to cover it up. But most of the time I was proud of it, Hey, look what I got last night, huh? You could count them. You could go into the math class, and I had more monkey bites on my neck than they had numbers in the math test. I was a hero, Some guys I don't know, I still don't get it. They had Chiquita banana stickers that they put on their notebooks for how many women they scored with or something. They had a banana sticker on their notebook. I don't want any banana stickers on me. I want the real thing, baby. This is evidence, huh? But I had a great life, and I still do, I don't think that many of you believe that I'm 75, 65? 55, huh? What, 48? That's more like it, isn't it? 48 to 50, huh? But the point is, here's the point, The point is, look at me, I mean, do you think this grows on trees? I worked hard for this, and the women have worked hard for me. And rightfully so. I used to get a little microphone when I went out on a date. I'd have a microphone set up and a little tape recorder in the trunk. And when I went up to, left the girl in the car to get an ice cream. Well, actually, I did a lot of double dating. And so we'd leave the girls in the car, and then we'd go up, the guys would go up and, get an ice cream cone for the girls. I'd have that little tape recorder going so we could listen to their conversations. And guess who the girls were talking about, huh? Me! Geez, you're sure lucky, Sally, to be with Ron. He sure is a knockout, isn't he? What a stud, huh? Geez, I wish I could have him. Women, please. There's enough to go around for everybody. I was a legend in high school. Of course, I was on the cheerleading. I was a cheerleader, And I was in a lot of plays in high school. And I had a lot of dates. I had a nice Mustang. We used to go out in the Mustang and go get a Slurpee and go up in the canyon and, go on a nature hike. Beautiful, beautiful. So what's my point? Well, my point is that if you plan your life right and do what is right, then you'll be happy and you won't regret, your childhood and your high school years. You won't regret it because you would have had a nice time. I had a great time, and the girls that I took out had a really great time because I was their date. I was their dream date. I don't want to make light of this, but look at me, huh? Bunch of losers.